Hello students, hope you all are fit and fine. Let's continue with chapter 3. But before starting the next topic, let us recall the things which we have done earlier. First is what a parallelogram is. So as we know, it is a quadrilateral whose both pairs of opposite sides are parallel and equal. Next thing which we already know is the opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. The diagonals bisects each other. So the diagonals of a parallelogram bisects each other means if ABCD is a parallelogram and BD and AC, that is its diagonals, bisects each other at point O, that means OA should be equals to OC and OB should be equals to OD. Next thing is the sum of any two adjacent angles of a parallelogram is 180 degree. Adjacent means which are next to one another. Means this angle D and angle A, their sum will be 180 degree always. Angle A and angle B, they are also adjacent, so their sum will be 180. Angle A plus angle B will be 180 degree. Angle B plus angle C will be 180 degree, and so on. Now in the 7th class we have studied about the lines which are parallel and the angles formed by the transversal. So if lines L and M are parallel here, then the pair of corresponding angles will be equal. Now what are corresponding angles? As you know, here if L and M are parallel lines and T is a transversal, so this angle 1 and angle 2, they are corresponding angles and they would be equal. Angle 3 corresponds to angle 4. Angle 5 corresponds to angle 6. Angle 7 corresponds to angle 8, and they will be always equal. Next is what is a symbol? How can we recognize the corresponding angle? Always remember that they are always makes a symbol of F, and one angle will be in the interior of that symbol and one will be in the exterior. You can see here also, this is forming F. In this F, angle 3 and angle 4, they are corresponding angle. Similarly, if you can see here, this is also a symbol of F, and you can see here angle 5 and angle 6. Angle 5 will be in the exterior of that symbol F and angle 6 will be in the interior. So angle 5 and 6 will be corresponding angles. So this is the way how can you recognize them. And always remember, if lines are parallel, then only they will be equal. Next comes, if lines are parallel, then what happens? The pair of alternate interior angles are equal. Now alternate interior angles, as we are having a symbol of F to recognize the corresponding angle, here we are having the symbol of Z. You can see it is a symbol of Z, and this angle and this angle, they are forming which pair of angles? That is alternate interior angle. As I have told you, if lines are parallel, then they will be equal always. So here these lines are parallel, so this angle, name it 1 and 2. So angle 1 will be equals to angle 2. And similarly, you can see here also, it is also forming Z like that, and the angles are in alternate directions. So these two angles will be equal and they are alternate interior angle. Why they are alternate interior? Because they are in the alternate direction and in the interior of the lines. So these are also equal. So this is the main thing which we will use in the sums also. Now let's start with question number 1. Consider the following parallelograms and find the values of unknown x, y and z. So these are the figures of a parallelogram. You have to identify the angles formed here and you have to find out x, y, z using the properties. So here you can see that x and 50 degree, they are adjacent angles of a parallelogram, and as I have told you now, their sum would be 180 degree. So here x plus 50 degree will be equals to 180 degree, and the reason is adjacent angles of parallelogram are supplementary. So you can find out the value of x here. 180 minus 50, that is equals to 130 degree. So we have got the value of x as 130 degree. Now as you can see, x and y, they are the opposite angles of a parallelogram and we know that they are equal. So y will be equals to x will be equals to 130 degree because opposite angles of parallelogram are equal. So we got the value of y also. Now if you can observe it carefully that x and z, this is a parallelogram, that means these two lines will be parallel and it will act as a transversal. You can see x and z, they are forming a pair of corresponding angles. So z is equals to x is equals to 130 degree because these are corresponding angles and lines are parallel, so they would be equal. So we have got the value of x, y and z. So x is equals to 130, y is also 130 degree and z is also 130 degree. So this is the first part of the question. Now let us see the second part. So it is also a parallelogram and here is a symbol of 90 degree, that means this angle is 90 degree. Now you can see that when two lines intersect each other, then the angle so formed in the opposite direction are called vertically opposite angle and they are always equal. That means from here the value of x would be 90 degree and the reason is vertically opposite angles are equal. Now we have to find the value of y. So you can see here that it is forming a triangle. This is a triangle. So we can apply angle sum property of a triangle to find out Why? Because we know the value of x and one of the angle is given to us as 30 degree. So we can find out the value of y. So x plus y plus 30 degree will be equals to 180 degree using angle sum property of triangle. Now value of x is 90 plus y plus 30 is 180. So y plus 90 plus 30, 120 is equals to 180 degree. Y will be 180 degree minus 120 degree, that is equals to 60 degree. So we have got the value of y also. Now you can see here y and z. Carefully you can observe that these are coming in the symbol of z. See here, it is forming z now. So that means y and z will be equal. Why? Because they are forming which pair of angles? Alternate interior angles. So z will be equals to y will be equals to 60 degree because they are forming alternate interior angles. So therefore the value of x is 90 degree, y is 60 degree and z is also 60 degree. So that is our answer.